What's going on? This is Patricia M. Goins, Music Ministry and Bible Study. I just came from church today, and I prayed over this live before I start. I've already prayed over the live because I didn't want to, I always have to cover my lives because I just have to cover my lives. So, Lord, send your angels from the north, south, east, and west to cover this live. But I went to church today, and it's so wow to me how God speaks and how he works. Like, before I even got to church, God was already talking to my spirit. He woke me up, reminding me of the promise that he made to Sarah and Abraham. Because Sarah and Abraham were old in age, but they wanted a child. They desperately wanted a child. And it had been so long that it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, to the point where Sarah really didn't believe it was going to happen. Sarah listen, Abraham, I don't think it's going to happen. So why don't we just go get, somebody else to have the baby for us, or whatever. It's like, they just try to take it in their own hands. But anyway, God made them a promise. And so God just reminded me that it didn't matter how long it had been when he made the promise or how old they were. He was going to honor and do what he said. And I feel like the reason why he even brought that to my memories is because when I first started this journey with music, I was older already. I was already in my 30s, right? And I remember and music has always been in me, and it's always something I wanted to do. I remember praying about it when I was young, but, when I finally started singing, I was in my 30s. And I remember before I even started singing, I was praying, and I'm like, God, I'm already up in age, But God just still, all I kept hearing was just trust him anyway, have faith anyway. So over the years, I've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, but I've kept moving forward because I know what he told me initially. So it's like, I'm back out doing music and all that kind of stuff, and it's just so wild to me that today it would come to me again, right? So when I went to church this morning, it's like the pastor and the music was still speaking about that thing, about trusting God for what seems impossible. So, and whatever God's about to do in our lives, it's going to happen over these 90 days. And I believe that to be true because today, a ladybug reminded me that today was my grandmother's birthday. And 90 days from now, it's my mother's birthday. So God's about to do something major in 90 days. Not just for me, but for you too. Trust him.